Years, black people have bullied other people into accepting certain things that we're not willing to accept ourselves. That's why I come on my platform and I speak the way that I do. If we're going to hold people to certain standards and expect them to see us in a certain way, we should be able to represent ourselves in that way. But the issue is a lot of black people need that validation from white people. A lot of black people need white people to say, oh, black people can do this because that makes us feel better. We feel better when it comes out of a white person's mouth. We ain't even got to be doing it. If a white person say that we capable of doing it, we going to wave it in everybody's fucking face. Fuck being the representation ourselves. We just want white people to say it. And we get into a place to where that shit ain't no longer working. White people said they can't be bullied no more. For instance, the other day I was talking to my cousin-in-law and she didn't like the post that I made about black women complaining about, you know, people not accepting our natural hair, but yet we don't wear our natural hair. And she's like, well, white people are the reason why we don't wear our natural hair. I said, but that's crazy. If you can come out your mouth and say that white people are the reason why you don't wear your natural hair, then that means you have enough information to counteract that belief. You have enough information. And so now we're dealing with a matter of choice. What's the reason as to why you do not want to counteract that belief? What's the reason as to why it sounds better for them to say black women can grow long hair than it is for black women to represent our long natural hair? What's the reason why we don't want to do it? And in my belief, modern black women do not wear a lot of weave and lace fronts and wigs and false hair because they want to look white. I don't feel like that's the reason. I feel like the reason why we do it is because our mothers and our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers who began to wear wigs and weaves were wanting to look white. And they never changed that. They never changed it. They never fixed that mindset. So their daughters were growing to believe that this is a choice that I have. So I want to make this choice. I want to look like this. They don't want to get to the root as to why. They don't want to talk about the internalized self-hate. But I have a freedom as a black woman to look how I want to look. And this is how I want to look. Well, why is your freedom looking so Eurocentric? Why is your freedom to be who you want to be as a black woman something adjacent to what a black woman is? It makes no sense. But you want people to respect black women and black culture and who we are naturally. We were just watching a Pop the Balloon earlier where a black man, remember, black women say black men don't like natural women. A black man came on here and said that he only wants a natural woman. All the women popped the balloon. One of the girls said that men who say they want a natural woman are critical of women. I've seen a black woman say men who say they want a natural woman are just broke. So which one is it? Which one is it? Because I'm a black woman who's natural. That make me feel like shit. Coming out of the mouths of the same exact black women who will get online and scream that black men don't like natural women. It's not that other people don't like natural women. Black women don't like to look like black women, period. I don't give a fuck how much they scream. We like the aesthetic of being black. We don't necessarily like being black, period. Women who wear light makeup, sometimes I can get with the artistry, especially if you're in an environment where that needs to be shown. But I live in Atlanta, so I see a lot of what people see on social media up close and personal, okay? A lot of these girls that we see on social media with the pretty makeup and they look gorgeous, they be looking caked the fuck up in real life. When you have to walk out the house every single day with weave and makeup, it makes you ask the question, do you not like yourself? And a lot of women hide behind, no, we have the freedom of choice. Okay, there's a difference between having the freedom of choice and using it as an excuse because you're hiding an insecurity. And for whatever reason, black women tend to use this freedom of choice as an excuse. We have the freedom of choice. I thought y'all said our culture was snatched from us. I thought y'all said they forced us to be a way that we weren't meant to be. So how come are you not using your freedom of choice to be what they're saying that you don't have? Long natural hair, an authentic, beautiful black woman. How come we're not creating our own standards? They get mad at me when I say black women live in the shadow of white women. They get mad at me. They get mad at me when I say it. But it's true. It's true. Black women lives in the shadow of white women. Not all black women, because I don't. But a good amount do. You got black women who wear weave because they're protecting their natural hair. Black women have had natural hair for millennia. Why all of a sudden now do we need a wig and weave to protect our natural hair? From the fuck what? And then how come when you take off the wigs and show us the hair that you're protecting, it's broke up and little? What the fuck is we talking about? This is a protective style. My natural hair is some braids that I did at home with some wooden beads. Because one thing I'm going to do is represent my black culture. I'm talking about Folks say natural hair is childish. Folks say natural hair is childish. Folks say natural. Ain't no the fuck body said natural hair is childish other than another fucking black woman. I need black women to realize that nobody gives a fuck about natural hair but the people who have natural hair. Why would anybody else care? They don't have anything to do with it. All of this shit that black women are complaining about other people saying about natural hair came from black women. A lot of us got our hair permed at 6. Ask them why. Why did your mama perm your hair? Go ahead. Tell them. Why did your mother perm your hair when you were 6 years old? Because she didn't want to deal with your what? Your nappy hair. Bitch, right here. Right here. You're literally, all you got to do is have a conversation with them and you can break down the real reason as to why they don't like their natural hair. Because all that, white people and black men put this stigma on black women. No, it always boils down to the fact that you don't like the fact that you got 4C hair. When they say black men only want natural women who have loose, long, natural hair, no nigga has ever said that. But I have heard many a black women who came out their mouth and said that. Black women romanticize loose, curly, long, natural hair. What the fuck can a black man do with loose, natural hair? When I get into arguments with black women, do they come for my hair? Every the fuck time. I mean, let's just keep it a fucking buck with you. They gonna give me hell every time. But I've been told by so many women, I've been in corporate America my whole adult life. My cousin even told me, she said, well, in corporate America, white people make black women feel like they have to change their hair. They make black women change their hair. I'm trying to figure out what part of corporate America y'all working in, because ain't not damn crap ever told me I had to change my hair to anything straight while working in corporate America.